Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Project Leszcie, Workers and Resources, the Soviet Republic. Right, so we have nuclear power in our Żarnowiec here. Let's see how people are doing here. Hospital, right? So you have a hospital now. You should have all the cars here. Yeah, that issue should be resolved. That should be a non-issue. Let's see if everybody can... Well, practically everybody can walk here, but also I think I can help them a bit here. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna build anything here, so we can do something like so. And so. Let's see if this is gonna help our people get to the hospital from all over Żarnowiec. Yes, it would. They will. Right. All of them now have access to the hospital. Ooh, maybe not. Looky. What do we have here? Oh, how convenient. They have direct access through here. So let's try to make this. Oh, doesn't allow us to connect anywhere here. Well, there are connections here, but will this be enough? Well, it's gonna have to be. And here? No. Okay, let's build this one with monies. And yes, everybody has access to hospital now. All the people from Żarnowiec, they can walk to the hospital, so this should definitely speed up our school. Yeah. School is definitely needed, one more school. Okay, you know what? I will build a school, and you guys can finish it. I'm not gonna waste too much money, too much time here. Money is fine. I don't care about the money. Happiness of our people is the most important, but also you need to work to be happy. So here we go. So you guys can build that, and then I will build a pathway going all the way from here to... Really? Here? Huh. We can do it both here and here. Okay, let's go with this first. Ooh, really? Steep? Okay, that's how we roll. Okay, let's try to make it a less steep here. This should yeah, this should be fine. Yes, and okay, that's fine. 5. Oh, why did I build that? I didn't want to build that. Okay. Yes, a lot of people from everywhere will have access to this school. These guys will have through this road, even though I can probably squeeze in a path here. And hopefully I'm not gonna build it. I'm gonna let them finish it. No, it's kind of steep here, but it's fine. They can use the road, side of the road here. They can walk there. Okay. So let's see how poplars are doing. Okay, this is not really hidden. I want it to be like, you know, mysterious. How do you hide something this big? I don't think you really can, but sure. Okay, we have backlog of trains here. Why is that? Okay, let's see. You are not entering this if you can't exit. Okay, and we have trains unloading. Okay. And yes, so we have a problem here. 2 iron trains are stuck. We have no coal, and this has to be resolved, unfortunately. Well, actually, you know what I can do? I can do this. Wait until loaded, and he's not gonna wait until unloaded, so he's gonna free up space for the other trains. So let's see how this is gonna get resolved. Come on, speed up, chop. And now 1 coal train is gonna come in. That's gonna lower the amount of... Just in case we do have a lot of those, so I can tell him not to wait. Oh, did you? Yeah, okay, he's unloaded, so that's fine. I can tell them not to wait. Where is this one guy going? From Vavkavisk. Okay, I will have one train from each of those stations, because the previous one was from Varstok. Just in case two of them get stuck together and they don't have to wait to be unloaded, so that should be fine. That should work out nicely. Okay, so they are processing all this steel, but we are lacking steel. So, workers, there's a lot of workers working. Coal is being devoured here. Really, are we... Ah, yeah. I was like, are we really supplying more iron than we're consuming? But, yeah. We are, because this train is still here, and he's dumping all this iron here. He's gonna be empty soon. Will he be empty before he... No? Maybe... There we go, finally. Okay, this is working out. Okay, so let's recap. For all the guys who never saw any other series, I'm gonna try to do a quick review of what we're doing. So we're making this Leszcie, that's the biggest town in the default map that you have. We're gonna make it a capital city. We're gonna build around it. We're gonna build most of the industry in it or around it, or suburbs. Like here we have Żarnowiec nuclear power plant. For you who don't know what Żarnowiec is, it's a Polish city, village, 30 kilometers northwest from Gdańsk, and it's a site of first Polish never finished nuclear power plant from before the 90s, and it was never finished. It was supposed to have 450, I believe, megawatt reactors. We only have one nuclear reactor here, and it's 4,500, I believe, something around 4,500 megawatts, so it's big. It's big enough. We have steel mill and power plant here, but before we made this power plant, which is solely supplied from the outsourced coal, but by that I mean coal is being delivered with trains from our pride and joy, Varstok. Varstok is a town that we built on our own. It's perfect Soviet society. Everybody's happy except going to church. They're not happy because nobody's going to church. But other than that, nobody's leaving this town. Bear in mind we're playing on easy, so it's not that hard to make them happy, but they really do have everything they need, and education is pretty high here. So you have more educated people than, more college educated people than normal workers. And also we have a mine here. That is the most significant mine initially, coal mine, that is mining so much coal that we are barely processing it. So we are mining over 200, well, in average it's probably under 200, but it peaks over 200 tons per day. And they're processing this coal, putting it to this pile here, which goes to power plant, Varstok power plant, which was used for exporting and supply of power to Leszcie. And since we upgraded the roads and additional supply of people to the mine, we had excess of coal, where we built another power plant on the other side of Leszcie, which is Leszcie coal power plant next to our steel mill. And the whole neighborhood was built here to accommodate that. We have food supplies here, but these crops was used mostly for making alcohol. Go Soviet Union. And fabrics. Currently it's so-so. We need to redo this whole area because we are not bringing enough fabrics here. We need more fabrics. We are purchasing a lot of fabrics. Right, so we have oil refinery, we have supply of oil from several sides. We have a newest oil field here, and we had Baraharad oil field, which is perfectly hidden now between these fields. I think this is, my friend Cherry wanted to do something like this, but I'm not sure if this is something that he exactly wanted, like, you know, like golden fields and then pumping stations just pumping oil for the might of the Soviet Union. And then we built, because the closest biggest fields we can make is around Baraharad as well, so we made Baraharad we made Baraharad food production, crop production, which we are mostly supplying to make alcohol, which we are exporting. So you can see here we have two trains One of them is loading 167 tons of alcohol, the other one is unloading 200 plus tons of crops. And we have a complex setup of silos here that are ready to supply our train that is exporting crops. Right, and we have also here a little supply office with trucks that is additionally picking up crops from the fields, and more or less most of them, I'm hoping that most of them are being transported here in this livestock farm. And looks like we are supplying, we're getting some meat. I don't think this is even closely enough that we need what we need. I definitely think we should have this supplied all the time, and currently it doesn't have any crops. So maybe like this. How much can you consume? Only 10 tons of crops per day. And here we go. We have a truck coming in. Yeah, that's only 10 tons of crops. What's the capacity here? 60 tons. I was thinking of maybe having all these trucks serving only this rather than the silo here. But I'll let it slide for now. I'm just gonna let it be for now. I think they're gonna start doing that. Hopefully they're gonna start doing that. Anyway, in this episode we have several things. We finished our factory, chemical factory here. Sorry, this is plastics factory. We were supposed to be building plastics for our future car, train and all other productions, but we need to start somewhere. So this is plastics factory, and we need to supply it with oil and chemicals. Right, how do we do that? Well, obviously we need to build a supply chain for oil and chemicals. It has 35 tons of oil capacity. No, that's consumption. 50 tons of oil capacity. And I see that our office here has a few tankers, but they're not being used. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be assigning new office here. So we have a refinery where they're gonna be loading oil and fuel. They're not moving, and then we're gonna add this chemical factory, which is gonna be unloading, well, obviously the only thing they have, and our trucks are on the way. So hopefully they're gonna supply that with this factory with oil. And then we have this little thingy here, which is picking up all the chemicals from the chemical factory and stockpiling them in this warehouse here. Now we can it's nuclear warehouse picking up. Yes, that will be perfect. And we're gonna add, because they are not too busy, we're gonna add this plastics factory here to their list of tasks. So let's see how they're doing there. So unloading plastics. Yes, unloading, and you can load plastics then and deliver them here. Yes, I totally see this happening. We're running low. It's not really low on space, but we can. Let's see this. Electronics, plastics. Let's give them a little bit of room here for plastics as well. Those plastics are quite expensive to make. Bear in mind that one of the let me just recap this. So we have chemicals here. Each ton of chemicals costs just under 5,000 rubles to export, over 5,000 to buy. And plastic costs half that. Let's go with half that. Yeah, it's more or less half. And now let's see how much it takes to build 15 tons of plastics. You need 10 tons of chemicals. Bear in mind that this is half the price of that, so you're losing money already here, plus 35 tons of oil a day. So, fun! Here we go. Our workers are working on this. Plastics is being accumulated, that's perfect. I'm just hoping that they're gonna be taking it out as soon as possible, because I want that plastics stockpiled somewhere. Well, somewhere being here probably. And then we will have to start building a new industry. But first, let me see if our construction office, railroad construction office here, is building this railroad. Okay, it's still being constructed, so I'm gonna leave them at it, because there's a part of the railroad. They're still building, so that means they're still on top of things here. So I'm gonna leave it. Plan is that this railroad is gonna be a single railroad, probably single train, is gonna be exporting some of this excess oil, like pure oil, not refined oil, because we can't refine everything. We have so much of it that we cannot refine everything. Tanks here are full. This one, well, okay, this one is empty, obviously. Refinery is full. It's being supplied by all these trains. 2 trains are bringing oil here. Plus, then we have all this oil field here next to Leszcie. Unfortunately for Leszcie, this there's a big oil field just underneath Leszcie, so we had to tap into this, where we even have a pumping station quite close to the cathedral. But hey ho, let's go. Okay, how's cathedral doing? That's doing fine. Okay, plastics. Okay, we're 100% full with plastics, and I wish that somebody came and picked those plastics up. How much plastics can you take? Only 2 tons. Why isn't he now taking those plastics back? I do not know. Anyway, I'll pay attention to this. Okay, we're gonna continue investing in our... How do we call this? Silicon Hill. We have Silicon Valley in California, and then we have Silicon Docks here in Dublin, where I live. And this would be Silicon Hill or something like that. Yeah, why not? Right. So, how are people doing here? Are they happy? Are they working? Well, some of them are working, some of them... Okay, they should have everything that they need. And what's with the people working here? Okay, we need normal workers. Yeah, okay, they should be... This should be pretty good area to work in, because these 2 buildings are connected to the colleges, so that means people should be educated in these buildings, and also they would want to live... I'm hoping that they're going to want to live here. Why? Because they have a highly qualified job here. So I will not meddle in people living in these buildings for now. I'm just hoping that they're going to start increasing. 110 and 97. The population is going to start to increase. We're not rushing with these plastics, obviously, because nobody is picking them up. But I will have to upgrade this road here. Yeah, you can start upgrading that. Okay, let's continue on. What can we build? New technologies. New technology-wise, we're gonna go and various industries. We have electrical components factory. Yeah, that seems like it's a normal next step forward. And then we have electronics assembly hall. Okay. How big is this? Should we continue building this neighborhood here? Yeah, I mean, like, we have space to build here, especially this hilltop here. I already started, like, kind of leveling it. Since it's falling down here, we might even level this in the same area, so we would have nice industrial area here. I'm totally not against that. And this is, by the way, this is well connected to the city. It has a circular line going up and down to this station. This is the last terminus station. And how big is this? So they're more or less the same size. Okay, so let's see where we can plonk this one. Okay, this looks fine. Let's start leveling them. I think I would be happy enough for this to be leveled. But for the future reference, I'm totally seeing this hill here slowly steeping down here over these fields, because I don't really want these farms to be here in the future. So I think I'm gonna be removing them. Well, I mention this every episode, but still don't know when that's gonna happen. It's still not so close. Well, actually, I don't know. Tomorrow I might decide to remove it, but for now, just because I'm clueless on what to do here, I'm just leaving them. to be here. My main thing, what I think I could build here, if I get more food, crop supplies, I can make here a new neighborhood with a new industry, for example, textile production. Because our textile production next to our clothing factory, for our clothing factory, it's not enough. So we have this fabric factory, textile, right? It has fabric, okay, fabric. And currently, last month, we imported from Soviet bloc 160. Oh, that's actually the biggest import we have. But there you go. So this is probably the next stop what we're gonna do regarding the upgrades to the city of Leszcie. So having some kind of fabric production facilities here, maybe build around the one that we already have, because this is a railroad track. And then if I remove these 3 buildings, which are gonna go definitely, so we have this construction office, it's still working, so I'm happy to leave it as it is. Oh, we're actually losing some people here. That's not nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to address this issue. And removing these 3 buildings will clear some space here for maybe even fabric production, who knows. So we would need to have train. How much can you take? 10 tons. Oh, sorry. Oh, only 16 tons of crops. That's way too low. So technically we would need to get several silos. So let's say train station, and then similar to this train station, just the reverse. It will be connected to, let's say, 4 silos, and then each one of those silos connected to 1 or 2 or more of these fabric factories. And then we would close the gap of producing our own fabrics, which currently we are importing huge amount of. So yeah, that would be my plan. But again, on the other hand, this is a fertile plain, and it has a lot of free space. But then again, we don't need that. We need Leszcie to be city, and we need fields around it exploited for farming and food production. So I totally see another train tunnel being built here, and an expansion of these railroads, which I don't think it would be the worst thing ever to do now, just to get start on it. So you know what, maybe it wouldn't be the best thing, because that was expensive. Right, so no, I think it's just natural evolution, because these plains, other than these oil fields, they have a lot of flat land, and we can definitely build several farms here, which can then in turn supply Leszcie with enough crops to start fabric industry. I wanted to check something out here. So we were importing a lot of stuff, and we are still importing a lot of stuff. So how much food are we importing? Well, way too much. 80,000 last month. That's too much. We are producing our own food, but obviously this is not enough. And it's not about the food production. We have good production, but I think supply chain is lagging behind, yeah. I'm not really sure that we can do anything better than this, other than building additional food factory. Sorry, additional distribution office, which in the end we might have to do. So another distribution office with the same buildings, or at least start separating buildings. Let's say Baraharad, Żarnowiec and Wawkawisk one side, and then Leszcie and Warstok on the other side. But I already mentioned this before, that I already see these supply distribution offices taking a huge amount of space, you know, because you need so many of them. I mean, look at the population we have. How much population we have? So let's check here. Leszcie City Hall is 13,000, 13,500 people. That's a lot. That's a lot of people, and them being supplied with only one distribution office, I don't think this is adequate. A lot of people are not getting education that they wish to have because we don't have enough colleges as well. So building more colleges would be, universities would be also a thing that we should do. Okay, let's go back to the fun part, or experimenting with the new technologies first, and then we're gonna see if we can address our issues with education and, well, saving the world. Climate change. Outbreaks. We have a lot of people going to colleges, but I mean, technically, like, would you want to go to college if you're gonna be a farmer? And why wouldn't you start working if you wish to do so at an earlier age? But yeah, I don't think I'm qualified to speak about these kind of things, but to each their own, or how the saying goes. Okay, so I think if I'm gonna build some kind of high-tech neighborhood here, where we're gonna have 2 additional factories, maybe I should think about connecting them properly to each other, so we don't have to have any distribution offices or any trucks or trains running around delivering resources. So we have, maybe I should have done that before I placed this factory here, because this might be an issue, but here we go. This one requires 3 tons of plastics, no, 1.5 tons of plastics and steel and chemicals, and this one requires, again, plastics and steel, chemicals, electrical components, and this one requires something. Okay, so this one has to be connected to plastics, which, yikes, might be an issue. I think it's gonna have to be connected to something like this, because well, we can always use forklifts, that's not a problem. The problem is that we're gonna intersect with this road and this road, so actually, you know what? Nobody's using these roads now, so we can just do this. So technically this doesn't exist. We can always move both of the roads, or one road having the in between the pillars, and then decorate it with some kind of parks or something, but it doesn't really need to be anything fancy in the middle, like buildings or anything like that. So let's try building, well, of course we might still have an issue with this. Okay, so this might be an issue. So let's try to get you on the same level with this one. Okay, I kind of wish that you can be squeezed in here. Ah, it's a tunnel here. Okay, the tunnel is here. The mean. Okay, well, there doesn't leave a lot of options here, so we're gonna have to connect this one. So let's pause for a second, just to make it as straight as possible. So let's say that it's gonna be here. It doesn't have to be with this connection. And then we're gonna have, is this leveled? That's all leveled. Assembly yard that will have to be connected to both this and this. So something like this would be okay, but I already see this road being a problem. Is this the end of our fields? Hopefully not. Obviously this is gonna have to be a thing. So this one has to be connected to this and this. So if I... Tu, 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 tu. So this is electrical components, and this is assembly hall. So this needs plastic, and this needs electrical components. So if I build something like yeah, it's gonna have to be a little bit more space between them here. So if I build this guy, just a wee bit further, so we have enough space to maneuver, like so, and then let's see if now these intersections will work better. Indeed they will, but do we put it wonky like this? Or actually, you know what? There's a three-way entrance here, so we can connect them directly to the forklift. And now I can totally see the end of our train station here, train depot, and end of our tram line, which later on I'm probably gonna have to build somewhere. And right, okay, let's just leave it for now and see how this is gonna work out first, and then we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, how nice. And this one, and then we have this one here. Do we make it all the way around? Ah, you're gonna play like that? Okay. Well, looks like it doesn't have to be the end of our depot, but again, we are creating a lot of tight spaces everywhere, so here we go. 2 new industries here, and I'm pretty sure that those additional workspaces are going to require a huge amount of workers. And also these are tram lines, and I have no moral issue whatsoever building this directly here. Well, as far as I can go. Because the people, so they can walk directly to work here. Maybe. So access here, of course, but this one here is gonna be a tricky one. Huh. There we go. And build it like this, and yeah, let's speed this up and leave them to it. They will build it, and hopefully this plastic now, which I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna be creating 15 tons of plastic a day. None of our factories work at maximum capacity, 100% capacity, so even now this capacity is enough for 1.5 tons of plastics. And these factories are going to require around 5 tons, if I remember correctly, 1.5 and 2.34, 3.8 tons of plastic at maximum production, which we probably won't achieve that easily. So Silicon Hill for the win. So Silicon Hill here is progressing nicely, and I'm happy about it. But this setup that I built here is kind of preventing us from expanding in that direction. So not too thrilled about it, but also it's not like this direction has any potential. Well, rail would be okay to have rail this way, and then one line circling this flatlands that we're gonna expand our city to, and the other one can be connected here. But like I said also before, this game doesn't really like public transport, because trolleys and buses are the only thing that you actually have. It's kind of oh, nice covered trailer. I actually want to see that one. Like I said, we're getting a lot of news, and oh, okay, not so a lot news. Okay, they have everything. The only problem is we don't have anywhere to put the plastics. But why aren't they loading the plastics? So you have trucks here that can transport plastics, but they're not. So let's see. Javole Plastics Factory and load plastics. Storage percent 0. No. Okay, so they should be unloading plastics as soon as destination under 70%. So they're doing a good job with chemicals, at least I thought so. Yeah, chemicals are being all transported straight away, that's fine. Why are you not doing the same with plastics? Because I probably did something wrong here. No? And warehouse, unload only chemicals. No, here we go. Unload everything, right? Here we go, here we go. Okay, they're on the way. They're gonna be unloading plastics now. Okay, that's working out. What else? Let's see how the railroad is going there. So, I noticed some of the buildings, like here, we're losing some people. So let's see what the issue is. There's no issue, like they don't need anything, they don't want anything, they are just leaving. You know, I'm getting those people with dollars, which there is just the cheapest one, the cheapest option, because they're usually uneducated immigrants from the third world, but because we have good schooling system, but we don't. Our schooling system is inadequate for the population we have. We have 2 colleges here, and they are practically 100% full. We do need a little bit more professors. That would be better choice. Okay, let's try this. If I get highly educated people here, will these colleges have more people working in there? And look at this, I'm gonna spend so much money on this one. You're gonna have only college educated people here, and I'm hoping there's gonna be more than the average of 70 or 50. Here we go, it's going up, but that's only going to be this university, and I would like them to have both universities more than 50. Well, it did spike a little bit, but look at this. Professors are here as staff, not as professors. So that's a little bit annoying. But anyway, plastics. Come on, chop chop. Come on, I have the whole operation here set up for you to pick up the plastics from here. Ah, here we go. Okay, so they're transporting plastics, they're just a bit slow. And I'm thinking that there's a little bit of an useless situation here. We're stockpiling plastic here while we're not doing anything with it. You know what? Maybe I should limit their amount. Yeah, okay, 20%, that's fine. That's kind of like a backlog of plastics if we need it somewhere else, which we will definitely. I'm pretty sure that this silicone hill here is not gonna be enough for everything that we want to build here. So let's check out this vehicle that we got. I really would like to check it out. Oh, did I see this one? 92 kilometers per hour, 10 tons capacity. This one is nice. Yeah, this one just appeared. Huh. And the new one would be with a trailer. I don't see that one. Oh, is it freewheeling? No, it's not. Open hull? No. Okay, why did I see it then? I saw a truck that has a trailer as well, like a articulated trailer. So kind of like 2 trucks. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's wrong with me? Here we go. So this one can have 9.6. Again, 92. Okay, so this is the same model here. This is... Well done, Czechoslovakia. Glad to have you on board here with us. That's awesome. They have a nice capacity here. Let's see, year of production 74, 74, 74, and this one is looks promising. 165, 165. All of them are 165 kilowatts. Any more 74s? No, 72 here. Okay, those look nice. We have a lot of covered hull trucks here. We might find them a new home. How many vehicles can you accept? 2 more. Okay, why not? Here we go. Oh, you have a... what? Okay, so fine. You have a new home. Off you go. You have a new home. Off you go. Hopefully they're gonna remove their own schedule later on. I'm not gonna deal with that now. I can't even. Okay, plastics is being... well, they're built here, so they're doing a good job there. We have roads being built here, that's perfect. And the railroad there still being constructed. What do these guys do? Are you doing even something? Or are they still being building 2 railroads? I kinda thought that one of them is gonna be here, but it appears that they finished one of them. Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, this is not assigned to anybody. Oh, looky at my cookie. Look at this one here. How did I miss this one? And just... I'm gonna construct this one. Oh, actually it's fine. Oh. Okay, I'm really hoping that this is just a visual, because I really don't like this. Okay, let's clear a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I don't see any issues here. And will you be assigned to a construction office? I kinda hope so. And I think I'm gonna have to do this off screen to finish the connection to Sayov there to the borderline. Borderlands. To the border. And wow. We progressed quite nicely. It would be nice that we had some farms here as well. Actually, I'm even on... yeah, okay, let's do this now. We have 18-ish minutes. I can start another construction here. So let's do a nice farm here. Nice farm area. It's going to be only farming. Of course, we're going to have petrol station. Let's build the petrol station. Oh, here. What is wrong with me? We have quite few of these guys going up and down the... Actually, you know what? Let's build this one. It's gonna be mostly for our farming equipment. Oh, not that one. We need the normal road. So here, and then somehow we're gonna have to get it downhill. And here, I don't know. This looks nice. We have to start planning this from a train perspective, because we're gonna have a train station here. So let's go extending the railroad, but in which direction? Because let's see here. We need this one. So you're gonna be carrying some food. Okay. So we're gonna need you here. And for now, I think you're gonna be connected to this and to this. And Arch, our guys can construct this. And you're gonna be connected to, let's say, a silo. For now, I'm gonna have, I think, one farm. We'll see how we're gonna work from there. And let's see here, silo. Yes. And silo is connected to a farm. Okay. So far, so good. And now we come to issues with steepness of the terrain. For a second there, he showed me that there is a possibility of you building this connection. So let's build it. Doesn't like it anymore, so we're gonna have to remove this. And let's try leveling it a little bit downwards, because I think it would work better if it was on the same level. Ha! Who knew? I think our excavators are gonna do better job. So, farm. There we go, and this seems that the road I just constructed here is inadequate. So we will... Ah, actually, maybe it's adequate, but I was just being not nice to our road. So like this. Like this. Okay. Looks like this steepness of this area is getting the best of us. Better of us. Okay, this is not bad, and then perfect all the way. Yeah, that's fine, and you can be connected here. And then for our pause for a second. This one construction on our with our own money, and then I just want to plonk in a pumping station here. We're gonna need electricity here as well. That's the bigger one, the bigger problem we're gonna have. Actually, you know what? I want to build pumping station directly to the main road because I want people start using it as soon as possible. Okay, so we have things here happening. The only thing we need is electricity. Now, we used to have some potential of a switch or something here. So, I don't know if this is... that we pushed this one too far. But we do have some high voltage power lines here. I was thinking maybe... yeah, why not? This can also be a thing. First, I wanna make a big voltage power line switch here. Transfer... no. This one. So let's say that we remove this and then put this switch somewhere around here. Okay, the tunnel is always pain in the rear end, so we're gonna have to avoid the tunnel. But if I had an option here, but we don't want it here. We want it somewhere around maybe here. Yes, and then we can use tunnel to actually have a road on it, because looks like this is the best thing, the way to go about it. Just where you have tunnel, you cannot build over it. I'm not sure if that's the true in real life. I'm pretty sure it's not, because come on, subways and oh no! I just removed these power lines, and these power lines are all designed. So I'm gonna have to build all the power lines all over again. So, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do the Stargate ones. One. Okay, you can go pretty far away. Okay. Okay, and you would go directly here, but you don't like it, so we're gonna have to rebuild. Actually, you know what? This power line is... I'm pretty sure this is useless, because we connected two power plants. Actually, we have some kind of a mess here. I don't know if this is a mess or actually how it's supposed to look, but you know what? Let's go like this. I will ignore this. If we have any issues anywhere, I will address that issue as soon as I can. But for now, I'm thinking of trying to build... building in a way... Yes, I have no idea what you're talking about. What kind of building would be in the way here? Oh, this is a mess. Actually, I think going from this direction would be a better option. Okay. Here we go. And you go across the river. Yes. Only this much money. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, I'll finance that. That's nice. And yes, and now we're gonna have a transformer station here, which I think it would be the best thing to have. So first things first, I will build small substation. I think this one would cover all of it. So the whole farm area here, one substation, and then we have to go to higher voltage and see where we're gonna put power transformer, which is not that... I mean, it's important, obviously, but location is not really. But how do I go about it? Like this, maybe? Yeah, I see already this being a mess, but fine. Here we go. You connect here. Actually, you know what? Why did I build this? I didn't have to build this. Yeah, I could have... Our guys could have built this, and I just need to connect it. And that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna just connect this, and you don't like it because of the railroad, right? I knew it. I think here where the railroad is finished should be a better... and is it possible to have a road here? Okay. Okay, we have takeoff. Because these transformer stations are not really it's not necessary for them to be connected to the... Oh, okay. I'll take this. To the road network. It's only for fire hazards, and you know, when we have fire, so the fire trucks can come and do their own sprinkly thingy. There we go. And there you go. You have access to this. You can build this. Since we are building all of this, you can build... yeah, let's go with fork-like power lines. I'm perfectly fine with these ones. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to be working out nicely with the setup we have. Okay, well, this is being built. We have a few more minutes left for the... before we finish this episode. Okay, this is a little bit maybe too nice of a road for this farm, but hey-ho. I think it's 21st century farm, and we're gonna do... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it is 21st century farm, and we're gonna treat it like that. What I'm gonna do now is fields. Quite few fields can be built here, and I think bigger ones as well would be okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to plonk these big fields as much as I can, and then work with the smaller ones when I cannot. Yeah, I can start leveling the ground, but that's not really what I would like to do. But I can see that I can place one more big field on this side. I'm fine with this. I'm down with this. What about here? That's fine. What about north side direction? No. Okay, that's enough of big fields. Now let's go with the smaller ones. So, do you like this? No, he doesn't like it anywhere. Okay. I'm thinking of giving you a little bit of space here so we can put back to back some small, medium-sized farms here. Yeah, maybe some leveling will be in order here, but let's go back to back here first. So one here and one here. Okay, this one is a little bit wonky, so I'm gonna remove it. And also, I think we had a plan to put one here It requires a little bit of landscaping. Let's see if this is gonna work. And a little bit here. And I'm kind of hoping that it's gonna be just like, yay, okay, now everything is good. You're the best. Best builder in the world. No. Okay. Now this corner up here, it's really not liking it. Okay, maybe I can... Do I give up? Well, okay, let's go with smaller fields first then. Quite few small fields. Bear in mind that they can only have 20, so this is 6, 7, and 7, this is 14. Only a few more fields, well, 6 more fields would be in order. Two, 3. Obviously we're gonna have a big road going here. 4. Well, not really a big road, it's just gonna be a road. But you know what, I'm gonna place asphalt here because since this is gonna be a next level farm, I really want it to be, you know, up to the task. So... Okay. I wanted the roads to be asphalt because... oh wow, okay, this is gonna be bit by bit. Because I want to get faster trucks here, so this is, well... How you improve your... how do you improve yourself as a person or your farms or whatever? You don't just wait for it to get better, you do better. So this is what we're trying to do now. We're trying to do better, to have better infrastructure, to have better trucks, better cars, better supply, more efficient, and hopefully everything is gonna work out. And then just market eats you up and you'll lose all their money. That's how capitalism works, but luckily this is social Soviet Republic. Right, and let's get these asphalt roads here. 21st century farm. We are modern Netherlands. Netherlands has really modern farms in real life, and I'm pretty sure they are the guys who would be implementing this kind of stuff on their farms. Wherever you can save money, well, time. I think time is more important than money in this case, you know. You can be better, you do so. And here we go. This is how it's gonna look like. They already built this? I'm pretty sure I didn't build this. Okay, they brought this. So, yeah, okay. Right. Okay, we have obviously several wow, a lot of offices. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with this. A lot of offices are building this, and this is a new farm here. Railroad is almost done. Well, obviously, station is gonna take a while. Our silicone hill here is, well, what's the problem, Doc? Okay, this is a little bit on the slow side. Anyway, we're gonna end it here, guys. We are getting more food supply. I'm still gonna rethink what we're gonna do with additional distribution offices, how we're gonna deal with that. We're getting there. We're getting like all the crops off the fields, which was an issue from before, and looks like this trucking industry is working out, so we should be fine there. They picked up all the extra Yeah, this is a problem. I'm gonna have to connect this somewhere. And we don't have any more food. Like, food is being... crops are being used, so we need more crops. Anyway, we're gonna deal with all of that in the next episode. We're getting more crops here from the new fields that we're gonna have. We have Silicon Hill being developed, and that's it. Guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, leave a comment in the comment section. How big the Leszcie is gonna get? What do you think? See you in the next one. Bye bye.